Hey, what's going on? Mr. Dave here on the rock pile in Poway. Update on this Poway job. This would be number 7. How to make a fake rock waterfall slide, grotto slide waterfall. And we got her shotcreted. These are the rough application of concrete that's sprayed on, and that is then troweled around and kind of tried to make it to look like a rock a little bit. So let's walk it and see what you guys can observe from the changes from the previous videos that have showed us the process, as it were. We got a lot of shadows going on, as you can see, but this is the grotto. And we got good coverage on it. Got a few cracks in there to give it some character. And you can see the slide over there, some of those rocks that we did, and that's the original, the new waterfall rather, that is going to start there, come around, and then meet up with the slide here in this area and dump into the pool. And then we have some satellites over in the corners, or the edges, if you will, where there's a meeting of the spa with the pool. I always like adding a satellite, I call them. It's an individual stone. We have our stairs that we love, going up and down a million times. They're killing me. But we got her shotcreted. Got the window in the grotto, which we pre-poured. This one, as you saw in the prep, the shotcrete day, I believe. And we're in here. I'm getting off the last of the pegboard, and then we're going to start covering up, plastering up little voids and little pockets that didn't get full coverage. Got our bench over there and another one down here below, and a little shelf that's above water. It's like the edge of the pool, the coping right here. So that's going to be pretty cool. And I like to put steps so I can climb up, so you could climb up to the top a little bit. Got our access pipes that are going to feed this whole thing, and they're going to be tied in with the pool equipment. They're going to add a new pump, I believe, and go from there. Taped up our valve. Again, that's to dump some of the water from the pool pump that's blowing the water into this cavity up here. And so this is going to well up and then go over the edge of the weir and into the pool down there. And there's a drain in it, so this will all drain. You turn off, it drains all the way out, which is what you want. But it has a valve, so if you want to quiet it down, you don't want to have a whole giant, roaring river going on, you can definitely trim that back. And we did a little bit of touching up here today to cover up some of the rebar that was exposed here and there, and that's not uncommon. You often get that on these projects. You have a drain pipe there, which is good. And here's this monster slide. It goes all the way up. We'll walk that in a second. But here's the rocks that we sprayed around here, and you can see there's the real thing. So we're trying to tie it in to the real thing right there in terms of shaping and stuff, that kind of deal. Water's going to come around the corner here, start up there at the top, drop down into that little pond basin, and come around here and flow down along this edge, and then roll into the pool down there. We've got I haven't measured it, but it's at least 40-foot slide, and it could be longer. And this goes all the way around and up. And we've cream coated it to try and get the get that so that all the popcorn places in there. That's this kind of stuff. That's the rough surface. So when you put it in our waterproofing, it actually doesn't have a million little pockets to fill in, and you just suck up your waterproofing, and it's not cheap. So we also want to make sure we have good coverage on our steel, and so in covering the whole slide with a cream coat, we end up with a good, nice, smooth surface so we can put our Miracoat membrane. See, that's what I use. We're now in the process of spackling over, plastering over the exposed stuff over there. Daniel's doing that. And this side of the slide, we're going to be adding more texture to give it a little more character. There was a big chute Kind of ran out of time, but we got it done, so it's good enough. Also, we added a little deck area up here. So we pumped out the concrete, the shotcrete, just turned the air off and pumped this out, and then I carved it into these sort of stone shapes. I'm going to texture coat those with my texturing system the way I do the rest of the rocks. And I used some real rocks to preset. I poured those in place, and so those created some existing steps, sort of a plan to know what we're going to be doing. And so we can walk up there and check those out. This is all hand troweled. You can see how we did that. You want to get some cracks in it so you can allow for settling and shrinkage and movement over the years. These are all keyed into each other as you go up the steps. You're pretty cool. You can kind of see that, I think, except the light's kind of strong. But this allows us to get access to the slide from the deck. So people are going to be way down there, and they're going to run up these stairs, come all the way around, go through this, come to these steps, and walk on down, and they can get access to the slide and then go for a ride. So that's going to be so cool. So the shotcrete has been done. Let's get a walk. We'll keep on walking, check out the waterfall starting pond. And that's something that we took an existing water feature and we added a 2-inch feed line. We also kept the 1.5-inch line that's already there, but we added a 2-inch feed line. So this whole feature up here is going to have 2 inches of water coming. So it's going to be really exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun to see this thing going. So this is as you recall from the other videos, those are all filled up with rocks. It's going to start right there, come over that edge, drop down into these basins. You can see that little pipe down there, or maybe you can. That is the drain pipe for the upper basin. It's always good to have drains. Drop down in here, and then come into this basin, this little mini pond, and then move around and over, and then down into the pool. So, shotcrete day up here in Poway. Got her done. I'm going to add a little bit more concrete to that little pipe there. There's a water feature pipe feed there, so I'm going to make some lumpy boulders in front of it to hide the pipe a little bit. It didn't have anything before except maybe the bush when it grows over, which it definitely will and has. So anyway, very cool. So Mr. Dave here on the rock pile. Hey, if you want to learn how to do this sort of thing, you can grab my book, Making Rocks. It's 20 years plus of what I've figured out and pondered and puzzled through making artificial rocks. You can grab a copy of that if you want at davehenderson.podia.com. davehenderson.podia.com. And if you want to check out my blogs and some links to my Facebook page, contractors page, got millions of photographs that show how we do this all the way through in photographs, and there's 80, 90, 100 videos there too. So tons of content if you want to check out what we do and learn how we make these fake rock projects. Pretty wild. And then so Dave R. Henderson, you can also go and check out my work there. I've got blogs and 30 blogs I think about all kinds of different things, how to make a waterfall and how to build a pool and other assorted topics. And then there's again links to the YouTube channel here and my Facebook page and Instagram. And I got tons of stuff on Instagram too, which is cool. So anyway, hope you guys are having an awesome day, and remember to be kind, and remember to be forgiving, remember to be grateful. And you want to get those things dialed in, because in doing so you're going to have a much better spirit about yourself and about others and about the world, and you will be a blessing and not a curse. You don't like to be a curse to anybody. So anyway, thanks so much for checking out my videos. Please do subscribe to my channel here, YouTube channel, and send out this video to as many friends as you maybe have. It really helps me grow my channel, and I'm trying to figure out how to do all that YouTube stuff. So anyways, also ask me questions or leave a comment about what we're doing, and maybe what videos you'd like me to make about this sort of thing. So anyways, I appreciate you guys out there, and look forward to hearing from you. And in any event, I hope you have a great day. This is being made at Christmas time 2019, so if you're checking it out, then Merry Christmas to you, and may God bless you in many, many mighty ways. So all right, Mr. Dave here on the Rock Pile. We will see you next time. Have a good one.